do that in the next tutorial. See, the repetition is basically exactly the same, but it has a second ending. So the ending is slightly different to give it a sense of finality. All right, so this is the love theme from Cinema Paradiso, Ennio Morricone. I'm going to be doing the first part of this here on YouTube, and the rest of it's going to be on the website. So let's just get started. Now, there's plenty to say about the rhythm, so we're going to take care of that separately. So let's deal with the notes first. So here are the notes in the right hand for the first two bars. 1, 2, and 4 to start us off. 1, 2, 5 on A flat this time. 4, 3, 1, 4. 5 on B flat. 2, 1, lift. 3, 1. Now lift the thumb, but not the third. And 2 and 1. So there are your first two bars in the right hand. Don't worry about the rhythm for now. Just get the notes and the fingering down here. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3, 4, 1. 5, 2, 1. Lift. 3, 1. Then 2, 1. Cool. Now I'm going to show it to you with counting. So practice this as many times as you need to get the fingerings and the notes down, and then come back for this little section, which is with the counting. So this piece is in 4, and I'll play it nice and slow. Just notice where I'm aligning with what I'm saying. That is to say, where I'm aligning with the beats, and where I'm not aligning. 1 and 2 and 3. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So every single note apart from 1 aligns with something that is said, right? And that single note that doesn't align is right at the end of the first bar after the and of 4. So I'll play that one more time and just notice at the end of the first bar, when I get to the end of beat 4, there's a single F that sneaks in there before the 1 of the next bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And please watch that as many times as necessary to get this down. And then the left hand is quite a bit simpler because there's not that much to do by way of rhythm here. It's pretty straightforward. So same two bars with just the left hand. First the notes, then the rhythm. We start with 1 and 2. The 2 stays down. You lift the thumb and replay the thumb. See? So we have together, lift the thumb, 2 stays down, and then play the thumb again. Lift both, 5 and 1, B flat and A flat. Here's your first bar. Next, we get 4 and 1. Actually, let me just make sure that that's actually a 4 and 1. 3 and 1 is better, actually. Okay, so 3 and 1 here on the next bar. Then 2. Lift. 2 and 5. And then a single E flat to top it off. One more time from the top, that's 2, 1. Thumb replays. 5 and 1. That's the first bar. Next bar, we lift, play 3 and 1, 2, notice my third is still down, lift, 2 and 5, and then a a single E. Take a moment, learn just that without the counting, and when you think you've got it, you feel pretty comfortable, and you can start to juggle another element of this playing. Come back and we'll do the rhythm here. So here's what it is. I'll count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So every note was on a number. Apart from the last E flat, that is on the and of 4. Okay, cool. So let's put that together. We get this. With counting, very slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I think that ought to do it, right? As far as pedaling is concerned, I think every time, let me think, what's the easiest way to do this? Every 2 beats, change the pedal. Let's keep it simple. So we have 1 pedal down for this, and then change, and then change, and then change. Actually change on this one as well, right? To allow for that appoggiatura to be resolved. And then there's that E flat. Okay, that is the first 2 bars. So let's move on to the next, let's see, we're gonna do the next 2 bars, sure. Notes first in the right hand, and then as usual, the rhythm. So, 1 on C, E flat, 2, 5, lift everything, 4 and 1. So we have like that. I'll do that again. I keep going. 4, 3, 2, 3, lift. All right. 5 and 2. Thumb, thumb. So we have 4, 1, 3, 2, 3, lift. 5 and 2, and add a thumb here to replace the G. But notice that my pinky's still down for that. All right. Take a moment, learn the notes and the fingering, and here it is with counting. Now there's something slightly unique here. The beginning of this section, there's 1 bar of 2/4 time, and everything else in the whole piece is in 4/4 time. So what I mean by that is when I'm counting this first bar that I'm about to do, I only count up to 2, and then I'm already in the next bar. For every other bar, it's you count up to 4, and then you're in the next bar. But this is an exception. This bar is only 2 beats, and it has only 2 beats in it. It's a 2/4 bar. And then we're back to 4/4 after that. So let me show you what I mean. With counting, 1 and 2, and next bar already. 1 and 2 and 3 and, oops, I screwed that up. 3 and 4 and. One more time, just a touch faster. Notice that the first bar is 2/4, and then the next bar is 4/4 time. So the first bar of these bars I count to 2, the next bar I count to 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Cool. So practice that as many times as necessary. Slow down the video if need be, and then come back for the left hand. Alrighty, left hand. Let's see, we just finished this, right? We had an E flat here. That was the last note of the previous section. So moving on, we have a thumb on A flat. Lift everything. 1, 2, 3. Bit of jazz here. And moving on, we have 1 and 4. So the texture thins out a little bit here. And then thumb still stays, and you're moving down at the bottom to 5 and 1. And then the thumb replays. Like that. So one more time. We just finished this section with an E flat to finish this off, and then thumb on A flat, lift, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 5 and 1, and then another thumb. Cool. That ought to do it, right? With counting, I'll start counting from the new section. Again, notice this first bar that I'm about to count is 2, 4, which means I only count to 2, but every other bar is 4, 4, which means I count to 4. 1 and 2, and next bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and I think that's pretty straightforward. All right, when that's finished, I think you can start to put it together. So from here, I'll put both hands together and I'll count nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Not too shabby, right? At the end, you can see that the hands are just exchanging notes, right? So if you learn it hands separately, this part shouldn't be too hard to do as long as you've learned them hands separately well. Okay, that'll be that. And then I'll do one more bar because I don't want to take too long. It's already at only 7 minutes left. All right, so moving on to the next bar, we get this bit. As usual, right hand first, we have a 2, 1, 2, lift, 5, 1, and then 4, 1. And you notice that I'm trying to connect the top line, right? We have 5, 1. I lift the thumb because I can't connect thumb and thumb, so I lift this, but I do connect 5 to 4 here, like that. With counting, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and left hand we have 5, 2 and 1, then lift 4 and 1, and then 5 and 1. And then a single A flat here. All right, so it's 5, 2, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, and then a single A flat on 4. With counting, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Take a moment, make sure that all the hands, well, both the hands are finished here. You know the notes and you know the counting hands separate. Here it is together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'll play all of that from the beginning, very slowly with counting, and that'll be that. The rest of it's going to be on our website. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and that's all for now. The rest of it'll be... But the rest of it I'll do on the website. And take care.